Good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H Evening News Program for Monday, April 30th, 2018. A camera person is Devin. Video engineer and producer is me. Teleprompter and prompter, Daniel Fernandez. News anchor and meteorologist will be Nick. And this is your news director. Now, the news.
So you can buy a sponsorship by calling 970-677-4119. That's 970-677-4119. Now for the news. Following stories from the Astronomy magazine. One strange rock, a new perspective on Earth. Our planet sure has taken a beating to get here, and it's still not easy to maintain an environment ideal for life. Massive planet-changing collisions have rocked our world, while man-made chemicals have threatened the tenuous layer of molecules responsible for protecting our cells from the damaging UV rays thrown out by our parent star. Throughout it all, our planet has persevered, creating a place we can safely call home. National Geographic documentary SHIELD explores how our planet protects us from the dangers we face. Dangers you may not even realize exist. Many of those protections are invisible, happening below our feet or above our heads. But just because you don't think about them often, or maybe not at all, doesn't mean they aren't there. For the magnetic field generated inside our planet core to the layer of protective ozone far overhead, our Earth forms a protective shield that allows life to thrive. These challenges highlight both dangers of stepping off planet, but also the ingenuity and dedication of men and women who do so, the stories and perspectives they bring back to help shape our view of the planet, especially for those of us who have never left it. They also bring into the light the difficulty we face in creating even a small, sustainable environment for humans against the dangers of outer space and the lengths we must go in order to replicate the everyday conditions we enjoy and certainly take for granted here on Earth. From the ground, we are constantly looking up to the heavens. But what does space look like from the space station? In space, you can see many more stars than from even the darkest place on Earth. And of course, they don't twinkle. They're strong points of light, and there are stars everywhere. From space, looking back towards Earth and seeing the entire planet below makes you feel bigger. But turning around and looking our way out into space brings with it a profound sense of insignificance. Communicating these feelings to those who have never left the planet can be challenging. It makes one realize how feeble, how inept our efforts are to even categorize it all. We overthink it, chopping it up in our logic-driven mode to pursue science and understanding. But while the understanding is important, one strange rock shows the value and awesomeness of taking a step back. So categorizing and naming everything, one strange rock invites you to take it all in. The big picture, the broad perspective, the awe and wonder of it all. One strange rock helps us to pull our eyes out of the telescope, pull back from the data, and fall in love with planet Earth. And this big picture promotes us to both realize, appreciate our place in the universe as a whole. The story of life on Earth is a complex and unique one. The story is from the Durango Herald. Governor Hickenlooper honors Fort Lewis College president. Governor John Hickenlooper, who came to Durango to deliver the Fort Lewis College commencement address on Saturday, also honored Dean K. Thomas, the school's president. Hickenlooper proclaimed Saturday, April 28, 2018, as Dean K. Thomas Day in the state of Colorado. Whereas effective June 30th, 2018, Dean K. Thomas concludes an 8-year term that has seen a number of challenges and accomplishments that have helped to reshape the college, and whereas she oversaw the redesigned FLC curriculum ahead of the college's successful re-accreditation in 2016, and the proclamation continues through 6 more whereas statements before honoring Thomas with her own day. Thomas will be replaced on July 1st as the president of Fort Lewis College by Tom Stricktekis, who currently serves as the deputy director of the K-12 education at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Will become the college president August 1st. Thomas agreed to postponed her retirement until July 31st. The stories from New England Herald. Red flag warning issued Saturday in southwest Colorado. Red flag warning due to the high fire danger was issued on Sunday, and residents should expect more fire restrictions to go into effect throughout the week as southwest Colorado suffers from a prolonged drought. National Weather Service in Grand Junction issued the red flag warning until 9 p.m. Sunday as a result of dry conditions, warm temperatures, and high winds, making it a dangerous combo for fire outbreak. Fire restrictions are set to go into effect all this week in southwest Colorado. Tuesday, the U.S. National Forest Service will place fire restrictions on lands it manages, including wilderness areas in light of the wildfire dangers. Southwest Colorado is currently experiencing exceptional drought conditions. The area only received 40% of its normal snowpack is experiencing multiple fires daily since April 1st. Recently, the U.S. Drought Monitor listed southwest Colorado as well as nearly entire Four Corners in exceptional drought, the most critical intense drought category. Fires, campfires, and stove fires, including charcoal grills, hibaches, and coal wood-burning stoves. Exceptions include the campfires and Forest Service provide manufactured fire grates. The Forest Service campgrounds, picnic areas, petroleum field stoves, or lanterns that use gas, jelly, petroleum, or pressurized liquid fuel. Smoking except in enclosed vehicles or buildings, or even in developed recreation sites, or while in an area at least 3 feet in diameter, that is barren or cleared of flammable materials. Chainsaws without improved spark arrestor operators must have a chemical pressurized fire extinguisher and round-pointed shovel with an overall length of at least 35 inches. Welding or operating oxyacetylene or a torch with open flame exceptions clear areas at least 10 feet in diameter and pressurized possession of a chemical pressurized fire extinguisher. Explosives including fireworks, traceable and exploding targets. Restrictions would ban controlled burns, except on agricultural lands and campfires in certain areas, and hold many of the same restrictions set out by Forest Service. Any bans on fires on agricultural lands will have to be ordered by Governor John Hickenlooper. And now for gun laws in Utah. It's considered an offense to hunt whales. It's against the law to fish from horseback. It is legal not to drink milk. It's illegal to detonate any nuclear weapon. Birds have the right of way on all highways. Boxing matches boxing matches that allow binding are not allowed. It is illegal to cause a catastrophe. Caseville, you must have identification in your convenience store after dark. That's actually pretty smart. In Monroe, daylight must be visible between partners on the dance floor. In Ogden, persons are only allowed to keep one cow on their property. In Provo, throwing snowballs will result in a $50 fine. Now here is our weather report. Our current weather data comes from DCTV weather station located in beautiful downtown Dove Creek. Current temperature is 63 degrees. Today's high was 64 degrees. The low was 40 degrees. The barometer is at 20.53 inches and is falling. Humidity is at 16%. Wind is between 1 and 12 miles per hour from the southwest. Gusts have been up to 33 miles per hour. There has been no rain measured by a DCTV weather station today. Moisture for a month is 0.1807 inch. Moisture accumulation for the year is 1.98 inches. Now for the big map, courtesy of the National Weather Service. Big map. There's some rain and snow activity in central Washington and eastern California, as shown by the blue outlines. Much of Idaho and Montana and Wyoming are also getting rain mixed with showers. It's a smaller rain in eastern Nevada and southern California. Green outlines. The West Texas, up from the coast, is rain and heavy thunderstorms. As shown by There's little rain in northern New England state. It looks like the rest of the eastern half of the nation is having comparatively good weather. Here's our exclusive DCTV 5-day forecast. Tuesday, high 58, low 37. Wednesday, high 54, low 33. Chance of rain or snow. Friday, Thursday, partly sunny. High 58, low 36. Friday, mostly sunny. High 67, low 40. Saturday, partially sunny. High 72, low 43. Now for a climate change report. CO2, carbon dioxide, is considered a greenhouse gas and is one of the principal causes of climate change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability. This results in a significant variation worldwide in moisture and nautical temperatures. But the general climate trend is the planet is slowly warming. Therefore, it is important that we report the CO2 weekly change. Following are the CO2 numbers in parts per million. Last week was 411.68. 2 weeks ago, 411.07. Last year, 469.93. 10 years ago, 387.45. 50 years ago, 325.57. Thanks, Dr. Peter Tanza, National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, and Michael McGee of the CO2.Earth website for providing this information. Remember, you can help keep our Kids News on air by buying a sponsorship. To become a sponsor, call 970-677-4119. It's 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director.
And that's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is your news director. Good night, and thank you for watching.